All right, so Sony has responded in their latest earnings call. The Sony CFO replied, and it was hilarious. She said, "We're going to cautiously move this forward." She said, "Look, hey, we're tiptoeing. We already know you lot don't like this, but you know what? We don't care. People will take the ease of comfortability over security. People are just going to say, you know what? I just want to buy my digital games from the store, even though them store prices are an absolute diabolical myth. The pricing is nuts, and I think they're going to introduce dynamic pricing." So let's see what she said. She said, "And to this decision, we have received various opinions and people have strong views, and we understand that the community has put forth those views to us. Games are loved by many people. It's a form of entertainment that's loved by people, and it's connected to people's fond memories in many cases. And we understand those emotions. We want to consider that. And in the future digital ecosystem, how do we engage the gamers is something that we would like to continue to explore." That's a whole lot of waffle. If even music now, unless you're an OG vinyl collector, your music basically now is through Spotify or Tidal, or even YouTube Music. And DoorDash, Uber Eats. You know, you've got a dad that comes home, got a wife and 2 kids. He's just chilling, recliner, beer on the other hand, controller on the other hand. And he's like, you know what? I just want to buy this new game. He's not thinking about, I want to check out different sites and actually go to the store to get it or wait. You know, he's like, look, he's saying to his wife, look, Vanessa, what's our budget for this month? And she's replying, she's like, all right, you know what? Well, I'm going to use 60, 70 pounds, 80 pounds. I want this new game. And I saw the biggest flip-flops on Twitter, right? There's people that are saying, I'm going to join into the boycott of not going into this digital media era we're going in with Sony, but I'm going to do it after GTA comes out. I told you, people are caving in. They're like, hey, listen, that GTA, man, we waited 10 plus years. I want to play it. And even them, another one, Black Ops 1 and 2 came out. Sony dangled the carrot in front of the donkeys, and people were foaming at the mouth at these games that came out, what, 10 plus years ago? But they were like, you know what? Nah, hey, that Black Ops 1 and 2, man, it's fire. And Sony, they're seeing the numbers. They're seeing the majority of people that are buying their products, and it's digital based. Even when I think about it, right? In the PS5, to be honest, the only game that I bought was Astrobot. That's a fire game. It's physical, but I got it off Amazon because it was cheaper than on the PlayStation Store or anywhere else, or CD keys. Now it's called Loaded. I'm like, what the hell name is that? But anyway, so, and I'll be honest, if it was cheaper on the store, I would have bought it from the store, but it wasn't, because them prices are nuts. So I got it from Amazon. It was way cheaper, but I don't mind, like, with console, I don't mind buying the physical. I think it's like pretty cool. With PC gaming, I don't think I've bought a game physically for years. I think the last one must have been COD 4, when they had the map packs or something like that. I can't remember. Like, every game has been through Steam. It's digital. And yes, Valve could say, you know what, we're going to revoke the license. You can't play this anymore. But currently, you can still play games offline, so on and so forth. So I don't know. PlayStation are pushing this, but the casuals, which are the majority, aren't going to know about this stuff until it's like fully kicked in. There's only those that are on like social media or Twitter that are seeing it, and they're like, okay, no, we're going to boycott this and that. I'm like, listen, the only way Sony backtrack from actually releasing physical CDs is if the majority completely boycott and do not buy anything digital games wise from PlayStation. But we know that's not going to happen. You're going to have the small minority that will say, yeah, they might be foaming at the mouth, itching like, you know, I want to play that GTA though. I want to play that GTA. They might do it for a week, but people couldn't even hold strong for Black Ops 1 and 2. Those games are over 10 years old. And if you really want to play it on the old consoles. Like, so Sony kind of just said, well, you lot want to be complaining, but you're not really showing that in the numbers, because when we release some old ass games, COD games, you still were jumping at it to play it. So it's just, I don't really think anything's going to change. We're in the era now where if you're not moving with the times, you're going to get left behind. And yes, it's a shame. I don't want this to go through. I still want the option to have physical media. But if you look at just everything around us now, there's so much stuff tied to even like Battle Pass, stuff like that. It's online. It's everything's online. Like there's just online base from DoorDash, Uber Eats, ordering an Uber, buying CD keys, loading it on Steam. Like it's just, yes, we want to still have physical media, but Sony are looking at it like, you know what, we're just gonna take a small dip in saving money. People are going to be outraged for a bit, but how long are they going to do it? Because what? People are going to go to Xbox. People are going to go to Nintendo Switch. If you're already like a PlayStation gamer, I think the natural course people have moved to is PC gaming. They're not really going to like move to Xbox, because Xbox essentially is a worse PlayStation. But like I said, that's opinion based. And if you really think about it, if I want to play Xbox games, I can just play it in a better, with better graphics, frames on PC. I've got a PC. I'm majority game now on PC. I have PS5, but I only use it for Astro Ball. I don't buy any other games, but PC gaming now, everything's digital. And it's true, be hypocritical, but I'm not the one that was that saying going crazy. Like, no, I thought it was a piss take, because I'm like, nah, Sony, you were definitely doing this because they know they can get away with it. That's why competition is good. That's why we need Xbox to up their game. But Switch is a different thing. They've been ripping off their customers for time with the price of old games. And I've said before, I have to go back. Xbox, I wish they never introduced Xbox Live having to pay for it. Because after PS3, PlayStation saw that, said, hold on, you're making that much money? How many millions are you making? All right, yeah, cool, let's jump on that. Then they added having to pay to play online. I thought that's bullshit. So you pay a game, let's say, for example, on the PlayStation Store, then you have to pay PSN. It's a joke. It's a joke. These gaming companies are so greedy, but like I said, if the majority don't stand together and stand for something, then you're not going to stand for anything. And Sony see that, and they're trying to just call consumers bluff. Say, show me what you're willing to die for. What are you willing to die for? What are you willing to stand for? Is it something for a week, 2 weeks, and then you cave in? Or is it a 1 year, 2 year thing? Because when the lights are on and the cameras flash, you're going to really see who's about that action.